Shalom, shalom. Let me make sure the sound is good before I start speaking. 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 So, shalom, shalom. You see the title of this lesson: Be not afraid, neither doubt, stand fast while you wait. I want to give all praises, glory, and power to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, but willing as a whole that you all continue in sound doctrine in the same Spirit. And shalom to the Akwaf, the sister, this faith and this truth. Lord willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom to the brother Yeremia, Yahweh Shem Shai Brakatah. Again, be not afraid, neither doubt, stand fast while you wait. Things are unraveling, okay? This is a time to truly trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, because a lot of us never had affliction. A lot of us never dealt with persecution. You don't know what it was like when, let me actually read this. Go to Acts, the 14th chapter. A lot of us haven't experienced these type of situations, but everything you do now is to increase your faith for endurance, for experience. This is Acts chapter 14. Verse 18, it says, and with these saying, scarce restrained they the people, that they had not done sacrifice unto them. And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, proposing he had been dead. Howbeit, as the disciples stood around about him, he rose up and came into the city. And the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe. And when they had preached the gospel to that city and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra, and to Iconium and Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation into the kingdom of the Most High. You're going to go through things on this side. That's why you don't want to doubt when you start to get afflicted, when people start talking about you, right? Or videos, when we can't teach, like it's so many levels, right? But that's all a test. Are you really one of those ones that are faithful, right? You're going to receive good and evil by the hand of Yahweh Shem Shai on the left and right hand. But the main point of this lesson is 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, verse 75. But I'm going to start up because what inspired me is a lesson I was watching with Elder Yashawamba from Dallas. And he was speaking about idols, which that MOTB is, technology itself, money, it's an idol. So this 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 65, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you be an idol with things offered unto idols. And this new idol will be the MOTB, right? Which is going to be a sign that you're with the system. You agree with the system, right? That you believe in the system. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot, right? You're going to be trodden underfoot, those that consent unto them. For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This whole thing is circled around the elect, circled around those that fear the Lord. So this is showing you're going to be tested. Your faith is going to be stretched to its limit. 2/3, you're fucking out of here. But those that are of the elect, just because we know scriptures, the Lord is going to be with us, we're going to be okay, we're going to get through it, you're still going to go through trials. You're still going to go through speed bumps. You're still going to go through different turns and bruises. Okay? Before I read 71, the brother Yeremiah put Nahum 1:7. Yahweh is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. And when you go to Wisdom of Solomon 3:9, it says, those that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. You're going to understand Yahweh Shai. You're going to understand the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? The Heavenly Father is our stronghold. He's our high tower. You know, when you're in a high tower, you get to oversee everything. If Yahweh is our high tower, he knows everything that's going to happen. He gave us this blueprint, right? When football, when you do plays, you get the little playbook, somewhat of the playbook on your the little wrist joint. We get different plays, different lessons, different parables, prophecies, dark sayings, right? And you get the precepts to make the adjustment of feeding the sheep, okay? So that they can actually know and see what the truth is, okay? The Lord is a stronghold in the day of trouble. Because I'm right here, better yet, I'll just go to it. I'll come back to 2nd Ezra 16. But when you go to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, in verse 10, and it reads, look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and was confounded, was confused, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, abandoned? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Only the righteous is truly called on the Lord in good and bad times, or when they overwhelmed. But the wicked, they want to call on the Lord now that they're in trouble. But when things is going good, when things is going smooth, they're not calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're nowhere to be found. Okay? So that's a motivation for those that's striving in his truth. Don't doubt. Because when you call on the Lord, you're not going to be confounded, confused, right? Hey, it might be sometimes you praying and you don't know what to say. A lot of times, I might not know at that time, but the things that I've been reading, the things I've been hearing in lessons, it allows me to actually speak on it. Seeing what's going on with America, with the Venezuela, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai allowed the world to see who is the son of perdition. Please allow these Edomites to be revealed and pointed out. Please allow them to bring forth the system that you set forth, that MOTB. Okay? You gotta, You gotta cry unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Back to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, verse 71. They shall be like bad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. A lot of you, Jake, haven't really truly met a real Edomite. And it's Edomites out here. But what I mean, him becoming a madman. You haven't really see him truly act like himself. In a minute, the shop is going to close and he's going to show you the real him. You're going to see the real him. Okay? He's going to be spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right? You got to prepare for the worst. Some of y'all might be put to death because you standing on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and they're not going to like it. Some of y'all are going to be looked for and you got to look over your shoulder and you're going to really depend on the Lord in all obstacles. 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Okay? You might have your whole family kicked out of the house, right on the road. And that moment is not dependent on a family member, a cousin, or an aunt. Because where was they in the time while you in motion? Right? Can you really trust a family member that don't cleave to the Lord to go stay in the house? Now now you got to be on the go, right? Some of us really might be kicked out soon as the first wave hit, right? Don't get attached to the things that you have, right? When things happen like that, now that attribute of being a stoic. We're reading in the Bible. We're in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter. Verse 73, it says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. And we're gonna know who the chosen is, because they're gonna again, like I said, they're gonna be tried. Those small hats ain't really being tried, right? Because some of these things that's being implemented is by these small hats. But you're gonna see the real chosen going through the motions. You're gonna see the chosen speaking things in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and spiritually it happened. Healing, right? That's what I got my mind on, right? What he told the disciples when they were trying to cast out spirits, he said, with much fasting and praying, right? I'm in that mindset that I'm ready to show the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, not on my own will. So I'm thinking fasting and praying is going to allow that one motion that's going to happen where you touch somebody and they get healed. I know brothers is hoping on spiritual powers, not to flaunt like, hey, look at me, I'm that. It's all going to be to magnify Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. This fucking place has to go down. And while me saying it go down, I have to accept that if I am of the elect, I'm going to be tried. Okay? Verse 74, hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. There's no excuses. We got Jake leaving the truth or having problems with certain situations, a girl, a job, and putting off from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. None of those things is going to deliver you from these troubles that's going to come. Only Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Excuse my language, you're a fucking idiot to choose anything that's going to deliver you from this problem. No coochie on the earth is that good that's going to save you out of problems, because after you bust your little thing, you back into reality. What's next? Okay? No date, no vacation, no traveling over the seas, no hiding spot on the earth is going to hide you from the terror that's going to happen on this earth. But truly, through Yahweh B'Shem Shai, you'll be hidden. Job 1:9. Let's read that in the NLT. What did Satan say to Yahweh? Salaki, not that book. Job 1:9. I start at verse 7 and then I'll read verse 9 NLT. It says, and Yahweh said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. And Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth? Is nobody like the elect on the earth? Nobody. Okay? It says, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and showeth evil. Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, do Job fear the Most High for naught? Verse 10 is the point, Salaki. Has not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he have on every side? Thou hast blessed the works of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. Now in the NLT, which make it even more plain, you have always put a wall of protection around him, in his home, in his property. You have made him prosper in everything he does. Look how rich he is, right? Your wife, your children, they're going to have a wall over them because of you, brother. Right? 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter, the last verse. You want to take heed to this doctrine, the things that you learn, meditate upon them, right? Because these things is going to save you and those that hear you. It's a wall of protection over you, brother. And it's a wall of protection over your family. Like my first wife, I'm just, as a testimony, something inspiring. My wife, she was short on bread, okay? But what she was doing was getting food for the house, before she can get the refund or getting more food. And going to the store, is nobody around, and out of nowhere is about $200 flopped on some bread. And of course, me asking, wait, you done had $200? He said, no, I didn't really have no money. Really had no money. We were trying to buy food, but then I didn't have to use I didn't have to use my other wife, but her sister, funds to buy food for the crib. I didn't know where she get blessed with bread and come home and say, this let me know that I'm covered or protected because of you. I'm nothing. And right there and then, she was like, I really get it. Even though she get it through lessons, but she really got it when that moment happened, that spiritually her first thought was like, I'm covered because of Gabar. I'm nothing. And I'm going to say, yo, I'm nothing. And it ain't nothing. But really, when you really look at it in the spiritual sense, in a humble aspect, yo, those that are of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're going to have a wall of protection over you. Your family, your loved ones, those that you hold near, family that's not fully in this truth, they're going to probably drift in this truth because of you. Okay? Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai has mercy on them, but the main focus is do not doubt. Okay? So let's get this that the brother Yerumya dropped, Mark 3:36. Mark chapter 8, verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his whole soul? Literally. Anything on this side, give it 2 middle fingers. Because nothing on this side can lead you, right, to getting your crown except for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai in the scriptures. That's amazing. It's only one thing on the earth that can guide you to Yahweh Shema Shai, knowing who you is, your history, and the purpose and the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's the Bible. But just because you have a Bible, oh, this is it. You still need somebody to eloquently, through the Spirit, edify you, build you on what happened, what's going on, what's going to happen. And Yahweh Shema Shai gave you the code. I sent prophets, okay? That's going to be set up just like David of my own heart. The Lord set up prophets of his own heart. It's prophets out here through the Spirit, the mind of Yahweh Shema Shai. The heart of the Lord is to have a mind of Yahweh Shema Shai as a prophet, as a shepherd. Yahweh Shai is the good shepherd. He's the example. Feed the sheep. Every time you do a lesson, that is another proof. Don't doubt. It's times when I'm thinking in my mind, what lesson am I going to? I'm thinking of this and thinking of that. And then a brother do a lesson of something I'm thinking in my dang head, but I'm like, Then he do it. It's like, yo, that's the spirit. Okay? Did a lesson earlier dealing with something with the spirit. And while I'm doing it, brother, I forgot the name of his channel, but GMS, I think Hopeful Elect 144, or I could be wrong. He did a lesson on sowing into the spirit. I'm like, yo, it gave me confirmation that this was the lesson I need to do. So when we look, let me just read this verse, 2nd Esdras 16, verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. He is our GPS. He is our navigator. We shouldn't be doubting. Now that you came in this truth, you should be sharper. Okay? When we look at this verse, this is a command. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. And it directly went, Yahweh is your guide. This is a command, not a suggestion. In the final days of this age, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is warning his people to not fear, not to doubt, and not look back. Don't be like Lot's wife. Any man that's plowing and look back is not fit to be a disciple of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You can't call yourself a man of the Lord or a daughter of Zion, because he is guiding the elect through the chaos. In order to get that kingdom, we got to go through the shit. We got to go through the motion. Yahweh Shai had to go through his lot, go through the motion, go through the terrain in order to get his glory back. He's seen what was going. Let's see. Yo, this is what Yahweh Shai said. And I could feel it. I can feel it. Yeah, so-called a melanated man. But this is St. John chapter 17. The point is verse 5, but I'll start at verse 1. It says, these words spake Yahushai, and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee, as thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this is eternal life, that they might know thee, the only true power, and Yahushua HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thy own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Yahushua wanted that old glory he had when he was with the Father, before he was sent down here. In the NLT, it says, now, Father, bring me into the glory we shared before the world began. He was ready to get the hell up out of there. Are you ready to get the hell up out of here? Endure, don't doubt, still strive. Now, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, is a prophetic chapter, right? It goes hand in hand with World War III and Jacob's trouble and other examples you can use, especially going precept upon precept. So it speaks a lot of plagues, famine, war, confusion, judgment coming upon the world, technically Babylon. Yet, in the midst of this destruction, Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, separates his elect by giving them instructions. The instructions is what we read in 2nd Ezra 16 and 75. Do not fear, do not doubt, and because if you're not fearing, if you're not doubting, and you striving, you're basically do not return back unto the world. Don't even desire it. This shows that fear and doubt are tools of the enemy used to pull believers back into spiritual Egypt. In the flesh, I'm afraid of what's to come. In the flesh, truly, because I fully don't know if I'm of the elect. And every day I want to do something that makes myself worthy in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because to be of the elect, you were called. It's not because of the works that I'm doing. That was my lot. I want to do things that's pleasing unto the Lord. But those that get delivered, those that will be covered, is those that were called, those that were predestined for that lot, which is the elect, the true saints, the chosen out of the chosen nation. Okay? So be not afraid. Fear leads to compromise. We're not here to fear what man could do, but we need to fear him that can kill. Actually, let's just get it. St. Matthew 10 and 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that's only Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So fear causes people to take the mark. Oh, what I'm going to do about food? Oh, this is why I say buying and selling. You can't sell shit. You won't be able to buy shit. You got to make your decision now, even though the Lord already made the decision for you. Ain't no free will. Your lot is your lot. And really, your lot was given to you because the Lord knows your heart. Okay? Fold under pressure, which a lot of people will do. You, when somebody give me a okay, or even like when cops put you in when they interrogate you, as soon as they start offering these things, oh, you know what, you're gonna get 15 and 9, and when you really look at it, like they don't really got none of you, but they use these scary tactics, and you damn near fumble and you snitch. So a lot of y'all are gonna fold under pressure, seek comfort of Babylon. Isaiah 30 verse 1 and 2, Isaiah 31 1 and 2. Return to old sins. You like a dog that returned to vomit. Okay, this is Luke 21 verse 26. I'll start at 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the power of heaven shall be shaken. Fear makes men look for safety in the world instead of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? Let's just show the example, because even in history, Jake did this. But this is going to happen again in the future, because history merely repeats itself. This is Isaiah 30:1, which this was towards the southern kingdom. Judah warned against the Egyptian alliance. Even in the time of the Babylon siege in the land, Jake was cleaving to Egypt. So this is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. What is the counsel of the Lord? The law, statutes, and commandments. The law, the Psalms, the prophets, the prophecies, the parables, the dark sayings, the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That is our counsel. Verse 2, it says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. All you, Jake, are trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Who is the face? Who is the ruler of Egypt? The Edomites. You're trusting in their dumbass shadow, right? In the NLT, verse 2, it says, for without consulting me, you have gone down to Egypt for help. You have put your trust in Pharaoh's protection. You have tried to hide in his shade. We did this in a time where Babylon was about to siege the land. Okay? But truly, through the Spirit, the Lord had the Egyptians turn back around to their land, and then Babylon overtook the land. But in today's society, Jake, you want to hide under protection or the shadow of Esau, Edom, regardless if you receive this or not. Okay? It's Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots. Right? These devices, these tools that Esau used on his side. Okay? And trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Darash, right? You're not investigating. Okay? Yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. The Lord is against you, men or women, that's trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Okay? Let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 41 in verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. The elect are upheld, not abandoned. Right? The Lord has always been there for the elect. This is why you made it through. This is why you're still pushing. Okay? The brother Albert Diaz 1077 put St. John 6:35. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. See, and that's a beautiful precept, because that goes back to 2nd Ezra 16:75. Don't be afraid and neither doubt. Yahweh is your guide. In Yahushai, you're going to be covered. Because if you're hungry or thirsty, you can go to a Mashiach Yahushai. This is what these lessons is for. Eat the role. Eat the role and then live it out. Play it out. Every man or woman on the earth is an actor, regardless if you're righteous or unrighteous, or you are the wicked nation. We're all actors. The things that's going on in the world, These are signs that the Lord is making a shift. Esau, as he know it, his kingdom is switching over to Hamashiach Yahushai's kingdom. The elect are growing. Yeah, not growing in mass because it's a small sanctuary, it's a small flock, but they're growing spiritually on the right-hand side. Soon as feminine word come, it's a done freaking deal. Because to be sealed, Revelation 7 is to be sealed by doctrine, to be sealed through the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, because that's how we get baptized, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So for the elect to get sealed, it's the name and the doctrine. You're sealed through the doctrine by the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world innately calls Jesus. His name is not Jesus. This is something that been a mystery, right, for decades, for time and time, because the Lord removed his name from us, because we were rebellious to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Now that we got his name, now we got his truth, now it's time to stop being a child. Grow into your light and come and serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because eventually power gonna get cut off. Eventually the MOTB. If you want to play the game, you want to drive your sports car, you want to travel, you want to watch TV, you want Wi-Fi, you want a cell phone, you're gonna have to take this MOTB. And anybody that take it, you're gonna die in Babylon. You're gonna die where the hell you at. This is 1 John by the brother Albert again. Our Boto. Salaki, don't want to mess up your name. 1 John 5:13. These things have I written unto you that believe on the name of the Son of the Most High, that ye may know that ye have eternal life, and that ye may believe on the name of the Son of the Most High. Wait, is another one in I don't know if it's that chapter where it says it's a commandment to believe in the name of the Son. If you could get that before me, man, right? What is the name of the Son? It's not Jesus, where when you go into Hebrew, names mean something. If the Son of Man, if the Son of the Most High is going to save, or he delivers, when you go back to his original name, Yahweh Shai, it means he delivers, he saves, he is salvation. So you have to investigate to get this information. Now let me see if I can get that preset before the brother do. I gotta get that. That brother just dropped a beautiful one. Did he get it? He got it before me? Oh no, he didn't. Okay, he didn't get it yet. But I'll read his too. It says St. John 3:18, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. The key thing on the in this truth is the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Now, it's many of us that didn't first know the name. Some brothers did, right? I knew that, the Black, Latino, Hispanics, and Natives are God-chosen people. That was the first thing, and that the Lord hate Esau, Edom. I didn't know the name until I start hearing brothers say it, okay? But when you start coming in this truth, the name is the most important. The name is the most important. I'm trying to find it. I think it's in 1 John. Yeah, this is 1 John 3:23. It says, this is his commandment, that we should believe on the name of his Son, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and love one another as he gave us commandment. So this is a commandment that we should believe on the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? You have to really find yourself. Do you really believe in Yahweh Shai? Yeah, you believe in his teaching. You believe in the things that he has done. But do you believe in his name? Do you believe it was stripped from you? Do you understand like how the name could be something that was hidden, that it was a mystery? Okay? So neither doubt Doubt is spiritual unbelief. Doubt is dangerous because it weakens faith. It makes trials feel pointless. It makes Babylon look attractive again. Excuse my language, the whore is unattractive. She's not wifey type. You can go to the book of James, chapter 1, verse 6 to 8. It says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. A double-minded man is unstable in his ways. You're unstable. You can't stand up during the pressure. Okay? This is why this moment right here is building us up to deal with the burden of that tribulation, that persecution. 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He seen the future. Those elect he was seeing, and Ezra probably seen himself, but didn't know because it wasn't a point. Oh, am I in there? But he was commending those that stood stiffly for the name. And you're in that fulfillment is talking about now. Those that's being stiffly for the name now, all the way to the coming, actually all the way to the time where Yahushua is crowning you. And guess what? When the time of Yahushua crowning you, that's going to be the time exactly where Ezra was watching and he was commending those brothers for staying stiffly for the name. And Lord willing, right, we're part of that, but that's going to be a reality soon. That moment right there is going to be the time of the vision that Ezra saw of the elect getting crowned by Hamashiach Yahushai. Don't doubt. Like the lesson I said earlier, it was, I mean, not earlier, but earlier than in the day yesterday, where I said, mostly in every superhero movie, the hero always win. The just, the righteous, he always win at the end. So this story is already ended. It already gave you the ending. It's in the scriptures. We're just living it out. That's why there's no need to doubt, because doubt produces double-mindedness. 1 foot in the truth, 1 foot in the world. Oh yeah, I believe it, but then it's this and this and that. You spiritually bisexual mother sucker. You got to be stiffly strong for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You can't be unmovable. You can't be pushed. Okay? Waiting on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is a test of faith. Waiting does not mean inactive. Okay? It means endurance. Let's go to Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It will not be delayed. This is coming to pass. Everything has a point. It's just like in the world. You want to go do something, you schedule a date. Everything has appointed time. Okay? Everything don't happen on our time, but we're really in the time of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The promise only feels delayed, but it's right on time. Come on, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is always on time. We the ones that's late. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 36. I'm going to read that. It says, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. Okay? In the NLT, patient endurance is what you need now. Patience and endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do the Most High's will. Then you will receive all that he has promised. You're going to receive it, but you got to be patient. You got to endure. You got to be patient. You got to endure. I got to be patient. Got to endure. I got to be patient. I got to endure. If I want it, I got to be patient. I got to endure. You got to strive. You got to keep pushing. Okay? You know, when you working out and you doing like what, 4 sets, 15 or 20, and then you got that last switch, and that one brother or somebody that's working out with you, come on, get one more, get one more. It's the extra push, the extra effort. Okay? Let me get this for the brother. I'm gonna have to go soon. This is Psalms chapter 20 and verse 5 to 9. It says, so we will rejoice in thy salvation, and in the name of our power we will set up our banners, which the banner is a sign. Yahweh fulfill all his petitions. Now know I that Yahweh saveth his anointed. Who is the anointed? Oh, how did you get anointed to be a prophet or this and this and that? Back then you were anointed through the oil, but now we're anointed through the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay? I gotta go. And he will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots, some in horses, but we will remember the name of Yahweh our power. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright. Save Yahweh, let the king hear us when we call. Right? What is it? Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, verse 4, right? Those that sigh and cry. Are you sighing and crying to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? The brother put, again, Psalms 20 and 6. Now know I that Yahweh saveth his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven, and with the saving strength of his right hand. Come on, man. Call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I gotta go, yo. I gotta go back into work and do this thing. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Almighty Shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit. Lord willing, as a whole, that y'all continue in sound doctrine. And Shalom to the Akwab, the sister of this faith and this truth. Lord willing, you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, is an edifying lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. 2nd Ezra is the 16th chapter, verse 75. Right? Don't be afraid, neither doubt, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is your guide. There's nothing else on the side. So literally, you got to have a mindset of fuck it. You know, nothing is going to lead you to the kingdom. Nothing's going to get you in the kingdom. Nothing is building you up for the kingdom, except for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is in the word. Don't take my word for it. Take Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's word for it, literally. But with that, shalom, shalom, abad, babah.